INFJ, which also stands for introversion, intuition, feeling, and judging, is one of the most famous personality types created by the Myers Brigs personality test. Every single letter specifies a trait, and one of the most significant traits of this personality type is their urge and constant drive to make the world a better place. Any one of us can be an INFJ. Ever wondered if your overthinking, thoughtful, and artsy friend is an INFJ? In that case, you clicked on the right video. In today's video, we're going to tell you some common traits of the INFJ personality type that might be present in your friend. Before we move on, hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any future updates. With that being said, let's start our video. Number 1. Decisive. INFJs are known to be extremely decisive since most of their decisions are made by heart. Whether it's a career choice, choosing a gift for a friend, choosing a subject to major in, or the kind of friend they can trust, INFJs always know what they want, what will satisfy them, and what they won't regret. Making decisions for yourself gets messy when you don't know if your heart will be satisfied and won't regret after you get what you wanted. Since INFJs are completely in sync with their hearts and opt for whatever suits their mental health and conscience, they usually make the best decisions. Similarly, while making a decision regarding someone else, like buying a gift for someone or recommending someone something, they're confident and usually correct about their decisions as they tend to pay attention to the minor details and always remember them. Number 2. Compassion. Next common trait that your INFJ friend most probably has is compassion. INFJ people usually have an extremely soft heart, and they pay attention to minor details as seeing their loved ones sad devastates them. Known for their selfless and thoughtful nature, INFJs not only understand the pain of their loved ones, but they feel it as well. An INFJ person believes in playing their part to make the world a better place religiously, and they make sure no one is hurt because of them. It won't be a surprise if an INFJ ignores himself for the sake of his loved ones. So, if your friend is compassionate and sometimes ignores even their own well-being for the sake of others, they're probably an INFJ. Number 3. Introverted Nature. As always, you'll never see an INFJ talking loudly, goofing around, or being themselves around people who aren't close to them. INFJs tend to be extremely introverted and always prefer to stay alone and spend some time by themselves by reading a book, painting something, or writing a story or poem. They're deeply connected to any means of art that helps them express themselves without being vocal. INFJs aren't extremely serious or dry. They're just very reserved and be free in themselves around the people they trust and feel comfortable with. INFJs don't open up to everyone and usually keep their thoughts to themselves, as connecting with someone who doesn't feel as deeply and intensely as they do is extremely tiring for them. Number 4. Paying attention to details. Does your friend remember birthdays? Are they good at noticing stuff? Does your friend remember your favorite author, or when do you wake up, or random details about you? INFJs pay a lot of attention to the people they adore and care about and go out of the way to do things for them. This is why the best person who can gift you something is an INFJ. They keep all your likings and dislikings in mind and gift you something that not only makes you happy at the moment, but also reminds you of your affectionate and thoughtful friend in your weak times. But sometimes, paying so much attention to every detail can be very painful for the INFJs as well. So, does your friend remember minor details about you, or is good at giving gifts? If yes, then they could be an INFJ. Number 5. Overthinking. As we mentioned earlier, INFJs are amazing at noticing minor details and remembering stuff that sometimes doesn't seem that important. This is an amazing and lovable habit, but sometimes it can be quite painful for the INFJ as well. They have a tendency to overthink about such minor and unnecessary details that are usually skipped by people. They're extremely sensitive and can spend the whole night thinking about seemingly absurd questions, like, why did she talk to me like that? Her tone seemed different than usual. Is she mad at me? Did I say anything mean? Basically, overthinking is kinda like a poison, and INFJs love to take hour-long baths in it. Before we further move on, did you know that about only 1 to 3% of a population belongs to the INFJ personality type? That's another reason why they feel hard to connect with other people and being themselves around them. Now back to our list of common traits that your possible INFJ friend might have. Number 6, close friends. If your friend is an INFJ, then congratulations. It means that they thought you were sensible, caring, and understanding enough to understand them and the way that they function. INFJs are so invested in taking care of the people around themselves and being thoughtful about every single detail about them that they usually ignore themselves and don't give themselves that much importance. They usually avoid talking to people they aren't comfortable around since they feel alienated and weird while expressing their passions, thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Number 7, artsy skills. Most of the INFJs have one thing in common: their love for art. They adore any means of art or literature that allows them to express themselves as they go in depth with it before emotionally connecting to it. Whether it's reading, writing, sketching, poetry, crocheting, or singing, INFJs pour every drop of emotion they have in their artwork. Number 8, selfless. Selflessness is extremely rare these days, so if your friend is an INFJ, they're definitely extremely selfless, and our advice to you would be to hold on to them for the rest of your life. People usually don't go out of their way to put themselves in pain to make you happy, but guess who does? That's right, your INFJ friend. Number 9, organized. Is your friend obsessed with keeping stuff? Keeping their closet arranged? Books arranged according to their heights? Punctual? These all signs point towards them being an INFJ, as they love to keep things in order, as it gives them a sense of authority and control and calms them down. After all, wanting a little feeling of being in control after overthinking about a dumb text the whole night is kinda justified. Number 10, calming aura. Whenever you're feeling bad or anxious, is your INFJ friend the first friend that comes into your mind? Do you go to that friend to seek comfort and peace? Do you tell whatever's bothering you to your friend? All of that means just one thing. That friend has a calming and soothing aura that helps you deal with your inner turmoil. That, and the fact that your friend has never refused to be there for you, therefore whenever something is wrong, you find yourself talking to that friend again. That's all for today's video. Drop a like if you related to this video and if you have an INFJ friend. We'll be back soon with another amazing video. Until then, take care.